Hey everyone, Mr. Steckler here. So quick video on how to properly write and evaluate a solution for the coding in Robot C. So after you finish one of the challenges, you are going to screen clip the proof of completion into this box over here. And in this proof of completion, you want to make sure that you have the corrected code and you also have proof that it said great down below. After you do that, you cannot move on to the next stage until you have written your evaluated solution. And in order to evaluate the solution, which is the focus of our learning today, you have to include answers to 3 questions. The first question is, why did the solution work, or why did the solution not work? Now, not working is generally what you might put for robotics, the engineering part. Why did the solution work is more of what you guys are going to be doing for the coding. However, in evaluating it, you could have a solution work or not work, and then you have to take some sort of course of action afterwards. So in this case, as an example, for step number 1, which was modifying task main in part 1, I said the solution did work. It worked because we solved an assignment that told us to fix the errors in the code. So over here it told us to modify the code so that task main follows the correct format and capitalization rules. So we were able to do that, and we got the great message down below. We screen clipped this for proof. Question 2, what did you do to reach your desired solution? So in order to reach our desired solution, we modified the word task main to make sure the capitalization was correct as lowercase t, lowercase m, task main. So we figured out that the letters T and M, if they were still capitalized, the computer would not accept it as an answer. But we're not really sure why this wouldn't work yet. So we also saw that the changed the parentheses, which were in lines 2 and 5, to these little curly brackets, which we hit by holding down Control and hitting the key once to the right of the P. And we weren't sure either why we had to switch them, but we know the computer did not accept the solution with parentheses, but it did accept them with the curly brackets. And it also mentioned that in the instructions off to the left-hand side. Lastly, the third question is, what did you learn or notice? So we want to include wonders we may have. So we learned that there's an exact format and capitalization that must be followed. We don't know what it is for all of the letters, but we know that we need a certain format for task main. We also figured out or noticed that the color of the letters went from black to blue when the computer recognized the command task main. I wonder if those curly brackets have to be on lines 2 and 5. Like, what would they still work if it was on 2 and 3 or on line 2 by itself? We're not sure. But that's an example of how to evaluate a solution for one of the codes.